The Scottsbluff Police Department is investigating the theft of more than 100 tires stolen from a locked semi-trailer over the weekend. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, more than 100 large semi-tires that were secured in 2 locked trailers were stolen over the weekend, and the Scottsbluff Police Department is asking for the public's help.
Monday morning, Scottsbluff Police Department were sent to Adele's Tire and Retreading on the southbound line of 9th Ave in Scottsbluff to a theft that occurred from within their bullpen. 2 semi-trailers that were loaded with semi-truck tires were entered, padlocks cut, removed, and approximately 130 truck tires removed and taken from the premises. Scottsbluff Police have no leads at this point in time on it. We would ask the public that if they can think back between this past Saturday afternoon around noontime to Monday morning around 8 a.m., if they could remember any vehicles pulling a smaller utility trailer loaded with truck tires. If they remember seeing anything like that, a vehicle description, if that vehicle or may have been at a local fueling station, anything like that, that they contact the police department and or Crime Stoppers to provide that information.
The estimated dollar total on those tires is more than $30,000. Well, there was a heavy presence of law enforcement yesterday afternoon at the Uptown Scottsbluff Mall. Around 4 p.m., Scottsbluff police officers received a report that 25-year-old Michael Mapes was spotted at the mall, who had 2 outstanding warrants for his arrest. One warrant was for possession of a controlled substance, while the other warrant was for allegedly breaking into a woman's apartment in September and strangling her. Officers arrested Mapes in the mall parking lot and booked him into the jail. He was arraigned on the charges this afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. Scottsbluff High School junior Riley Ibero has earned a perfect composite score of 36 on the ACT assessment. According to ACT.org, only 0.2% of students who take the ACT, which is a standardized test many colleges use for admission, earn a composite score of 36. The ACT consists of tests in English, mathematics, reading, and science, each scored on a scale of 1 to 36. A student's composite score is the average of the 4 test scores. Riley is the son of Frank and Shannon Ibero of Gering. Well, a 24-year-old Pine Ridge, South Dakota man has been sentenced to prison after stealing a rifle and other items from parked vehicles in Chadron. Court records say police made contact with Donovan Youngman in the early hours of July 28, 2020. Youngman and his young nephew had been going car to car trying to steal items, and one of the items retrieved was a stolen rifle. Last week in district court, Youngman was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison on convictions including possession of a stolen firearm, theft by unlawful taking, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And a judge has refused to block Omaha's new mask mandate. Douglas County District Judge Shelley Stratman on Tuesday declined to issue an injunction the state requested, while its lawsuit challenging the mask rule continues. The state has argued that Douglas County Health Director Lindsay Hughes did not have the authority to issue a mask mandate unless the state approved it beforehand. The Department of Health and Human Services had rejected her previous requests. Hughes has said that she believed Omaha City Code gives her the power to order the mask rule, and the mandate is needed because of the surge in virus cases this month. Well, coming up from the break, Bill Boyer in with your midweek weather forecast. He'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features. Colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens. Brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to see some clouds overnight. They'll be on the increase, and maybe a few flurries around this evening into early tomorrow morning. That's about it. So very little snow chances here. Light snow chances off to the south and west in far southern portions of the Panhandle into southwestern Wyoming. It'll be colder again tomorrow, breezy as well. Really nice weekend coming, but it's going to turn colder as we turn the calendar into February. 32 yesterday for our high after a morning low of 21. Another 1/100th of an inch of moisture in the rain gauge. Again, we're over double what we should be for this time of year, and still running, again, about double, a little over double. So good start to 2022. 30s all across the region, much warmer than yesterday in eastern portions of Nebraska. Actually colder here on this side of the state, or about where we were yesterday, actually a little warmer. 30 degrees in Kimball, 37 in Valentine, and we have winds that are out of the northwest, 5 to 15, and winds gusts that are 15 to 20, 25 at times. So that's putting those wind chills down into the teens and 20s for the most part. Getting on the bus tomorrow, we're going to see, well, a few flurries around possibly. Otherwise, just overcast skies and 27. On the way home, we'll decrease some of those clouds. Call it partly cloudy, and 35, so not a lot of warmth tomorrow. Now tonight, as we move through Futurecast, you'll notice in southeastern Wyoming and the southwestern Panhandle, we start to see a few snow showers creep in overnight and towards early tomorrow morning, and we're going to see low temperatures that fall into the 20s all across the region. Now for tomorrow, those snow showers are going to hang on in the morning hours, again in Laramie County, primarily into portions of Kimball County. Then anything left after that's just going to be a very isolated hit-or-miss flurry, clearing skies as we go late tomorrow into Friday morning. Get ready for a sunny weekend and a really nice weekend of weather coming up. Tomorrow's a colder and breezy day, though. Temps 20s and 30s. It's not even going to feel that warm with those breezes out there. As far as precip totals look, those are going to be confined to southeastern Wyoming and the far southwestern portions of the Panhandle. But even in those areas, we're still looking at only maybe an inch or 2 of moisture. That's really about all that we're talking about there for totals. Again, maybe 1 to 2 inches in portions of the area. Let's take a look at our forecast then. A few flurries, otherwise mostly cloudy tonight. Lows down around 25 tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. When we average it all out, there'll be some morning clouds, some afternoon sunshine. Breezy, colder. Winds 25 plus times with Highs only in the 30s. We rebound quickly into the 40s by Friday. 50s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Then colder, much colder as we get to Tuesday and into Groundhog Day on Wednesday, with temperatures back only maybe not getting out of the 20s and maybe no better than 30 as we get into the early portions of next week.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Welcome back. For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Princess, a 3-year-old domestic short hair who literally loves hanging around. This is Princess, who is patiently swinging her paws, waiting for her forever home. This sweet girl has a heart of gold and is more than willing to love you with every inch of it. Her adoption cost is $50, and that includes her spay, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Come on down to the PHS and take the sweet baby home with you today.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the Twin Cities Development Board of Directors has announced that Jordan Dietrich will be taking over as the next executive director. Dietrich says he's looking forward to working with the entrepreneurs, local businesses, and the many communities to serve their mission to connect business to possibilities. He tells KNEB News economic development has been an area he was always interested in as he worked for the city of Scottsbluff for most of the past 6 years, most recently as Deputy Public Works Director.
I helped Star Leo on a lot of projects, and so it's something I've been interested in, and I brought it up a couple times, like, hey, this is something I might want to do, and when that position came up, I was like, oh, perfect. So I applied for it, and had actually a couple other people who contacted me and said, hey, you should apply for this would be perfect for you, and went interviewed, and I got the job.
Dietrich will take over the post from Rhonda Pierce, who has served in that role for 20 years. Dietrich thanked Pierce for her years of service and says she will continue to lead housing with the organization. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.